Ladies, imagine this. Your boyfriend has cheated on you 3 times, taken another girl on holiday while you're living in his house, slept with your best friend, treats you like a maid, and hands out his Instagram on nights out. What would you do in this situation? Hopefully you'd leave with your head held high. But these 9 women, instead of leaving, decided to sign their boyfriends up to star in a reality TV show to change their bad behaviour. And how did it go? Well, let's just say the biggest takeaway was, where are these ladies' self-respect? Welcome to the deep dive into Olivia Attwood's Bad Boyfriends and the need for self-respect. I stumbled upon this show while I was browsing for something to watch on ITVX. For my American viewers, ITVX is just another streaming service like Hulu or Peacock. And when I tell you that as I was watching episode by episode, these people annoyed the life out of me. I just knew I had to do a video on it. So buckle up and let's meet the couple, shall we? First, we have Sophia and Ryan, the boyfriend who claims he's only 20% likely to cheat. Bailey and Anya, the boyfriend who took another girl on a holiday while his girlfriend lived in his house. Lily and Ruben, the couple who came for flirtatious therapy but left with even bigger issues. Eli and Anna, a concerning age gap couple rife with control and manipulation. Tom T and Lana, the duo with a man-child boyfriend. Tom J and Carly, together for 8 years and he cheated with her friend. Maria and Victor, 6 years in and he still refuses to propose. Sam and Geordie, the guy who cheated on his girlfriend with her friend. And lastly, Dino and Sylvie, the boyfriend who cheated every year of their 4-year relationship. Now that you've met the cast, let's unpack the chaos they brought on our screens, episode by episode. Episode 1 starts with our host, Olivia Attwood, a former contestant on Love Island UK, talking about how she went on Love Island to get revenge on her ex-bad boyfriend. It worked, and he's now her husband. To ensure the boyfriends don't suspect the show's real purpose, they're told they're participating in a program called Brotopia, the search for Britain's manliest man. See now, that's why I would have broken up with my boyfriend right there and then. Like, excuse me? You're going on a show to prove how manly you are? Like, baby boy, what is this? Olivia ups the ante by hiring a fake host to sell the Brotopia concept, which honestly deserves a reward for creative deception. The boyfriends, clueless as ever, arrive at a gorgeous villa. Little do they know, the real fun is about to begin. In their interviews, the guys are hyping themselves up about winning Brotopia and are excited to have a lad's holiday. 43-year-old Eli says he'll be the alpha.
I'm 100% going to be the alpha male in Brotopia.
Ciao. The boys are split into 2 teams, Gold members and Red Devils. Meanwhile, we have our first look at the girlfriends who arrive by boat. They sit with Olivia and talk about their bad boyfriends. Sophia feels more like a mum than a girlfriend. She sets Ryan's alarms, checks his calendars, and basically runs his life. Sophia and Ryan are engaged and are about to start IVF in a few weeks.
He's very flirty. I feel like he likes people fancying him. He's a music producer. Okay. So it's a lot of like one-on-one session. A man-child. Yeah, but there's also trust issues. Yeah.
For Geordie, Sam is a sneaky one. Geordie once checked his phone and found a message to his friend saying they had 2 girls lined up for them.
When he went in the shower, I looked at his phone. There was a message there saying, I've got 2 birds for us.
Sam also cheated on Geordie with her friend. Lily describes Ruben as too flirty.
He's way too flirty. Yeah. The way like his body language and the way he chats and he'd be licking his lips when he speaks.
Anna spills the tea on Eli's awful reputation with young women. Women approach her to warn her about him, and she adds that most women her age in their area have slept with him.
Girls come up to me and warn me about him. Most girls I meet around my age have slept with him.
Did I mention that Eli is 43 whereas Anna is 24? Maria opens up about Victor's refusal to marry her after 6 years of being together.
He needs to put a ring on it.
For Anya, Bailey takes the lying game to a whole nother level. Bailey told Anya he was off to Germany for a Chris Brown concert, but in reality, he took another girl with him instead, while Anya was living in his house. The audacity has left the chat. For Carly, she has been with Tom J for 8 years, and at the beginning of their relationship, he cheated on her with her friend.
But I cheated on me like the first time we were together with a friend, and then we broke up, and then we got back together.
Finally, we have Lana, and for her, Tom T brings a new meaning of laziness. When Tom T left for Brotopia, he texted Lana that she could clean his room and his car.
You can clean my room or maybe clean my car.
Now here's where things truly start to unravel. The girls go undercover in 2 groups to spy on each other's boyfriends during a night out in Greece. Meanwhile, the boyfriends, still blissfully unaware, are given their first Brotopia challenge to entertain the punters and earn the most tips. Of course, they split into 2 groups to compete. The only exception is Victor, who sits this one out due to being sick. The real chaos begins on a night out. Tom J, Ruben, and Bailey let 2 women pour alcohol on their stomachs and lick it off. Ryan, clearly gunning for the Worst Boyfriend award, gets very flirtatious with a woman, even putting an eggplant-shaped object near her skirt. Maria and Lily then directly ask Ryan if he has a girlfriend. His response, no comment. Eventually, he admits he's engaged, but not before he's flirty with Lily, licking his lips, and wait for it, giving her his Instagram.
What is it? Let me tap it.
Then there's Bailey, who might as well have handed Geordie a bouquet of red flags. Before the night out, Anya tells Geordie she's Bailey's type and encourages her to test him.
Anya told me that you're Bailey's type more than any of the other girls, so like I really want you to just go for it. It's a bit weird because it's like none of my friends have ever asked me to flirt with a boyfriend.
Bailey is immediately all over her, calling her his dream girl and telling her that he wants her.
Get me away from you.
Bailey then gives Geordie a strip dance, which is somehow both hilarious and horrifying. Not to be outdone, Tom J does the same for another woman. The night out concludes as the boys go back to their mansion, thinking that they had a great night. The morning after the night out, the boys still think they're competing for the manliest man title and participate in a ridiculous flexing challenge. While they're showing off their alpha moves, Olivia Attwood makes her dramatic entrance. She reveals the true nature of the show and the boys' faces, priceless. Flabbergasted doesn't even begin to cover it. Then the girls walk in and it's game over for the boys. The girls go one by one and tell everyone why they brought their boyfriends here. When Maria says she brought Victor on the show because they have been together for 6 years with no ring in sight, Victor says he has bigger priorities.
I have bigger priorities right now, different priorities, and yeah, it's on the table right now.
I'm not your priority.
Victor then says in his confessional that he feels betrayed by Maria bringing him on the show. Then the fallout from last night begins. Firstly, phase 1, the separation phase, has begun, and the boys are told they have to move out of the mansion as it has now become the girls' mansion. Olivia leaves and gives the couples time to debrief. Anya doesn't even want to talk to Bailey during the debrief after finding out what he did with Geordie on the night out. To end the episode, Sophia, heartbroken, confronts Ryan about his behaviour. She tearfully tells him that everyone said he was the worst on the night out. Ryan deflects and gets upset when he is asked if he gave Lily his Instagram, before storming off, leaving Sophia standing alone, crying, while the other couples are trying to catch up.
I can't conceive naturally. So we found this out recently. So we have to have IVF and we've got it booked in. We're going through all of this stuff so we could be a family. So why would you do this?
The episode continues with the initial conversations the couples have after the reveal of the show's true premise. It starts with Lily and Ruben. Lily is reasonably upset with Ruben after hearing that he received body shots from other women on the night out.
Body shots, are you for real?
There was one, and that was wrong.
Ryan and Sophia have another conversation about the night out. Sophia tries to convey how upset she is with Ryan's actions, but he continues to disregard her feelings and says he wasn't that bad and walks away again. Ryan claims in a confessional that he and Sapphire got engaged because he was ready and he thinks he does enough for her. Geordie wastes no time sharing what she saw on the previous night with Bailey to Sam. Sam doesn't take it well, especially since he and Bailey had bonded during the show.
Bailey was having a blinding night with a certain girl. When I found out it was my girlfriend, I was pissed off because I'd been close with Bailey, because then it makes me look like a bit of a dick.
The girls then debrief with each other. When the girls question Anya on Bailey's behaviour on the night out, she surprises no one by admitting she's not shocked. Anya shares that Bailey's nights out often lead to arguments because he has a habit of disappearing. She confesses that she feels numb and has accepted this as her norm.
But I just feel like I'm numb and it's like become the norm.
Sapphire tells the girls she didn't bring Ryan here because she didn't trust him or think he's a cheat, but because she does everything for him. Now being here has made a whole new issue. Sapphire says Ryan knows she will not stay with a cheater. Now that the boys are packed and ready to leave the mansion, they are shown where they are going to live for the duration of the show. A place called Brozone with 4 dirty caravans. The area is filthy and there are even old feces in one of the toilets.
There's a shit in there from about 1960s.
Nevertheless, the boys are allowed in the mansion for the night, and Sapphire and Ryan have another argument about his actions on the night out. Sapphire rightfully acknowledges how Ryan has failed to apologize.
Not once have you said, Saf, I'm sorry.
Lily then confronts Ruben about getting body shots and highlights the double standard if she had done it.
Or letting a girl lick you up. Imagine
And that was
me,
incorrect.
that's something we do in
100%.
private.
Oh, incorrect, 100%.
So let me give body shots to a man from my tits.
Anya confronts Bailey about his behaviour with Geordie. Bailey says he doesn't know why he gave Geordie a lap dance and agrees it was disrespectful. Anya says that Bailey's actions make her not have any confidence.
This is why I'm not confident.
Yeah, I know,
feel
to unlock
you
your
go
confidence.
out
Yeah, no, I
and
get
do
that.
things like this all the time.
The next morning, the girls are enjoying the villa, whereas the boys are in hell in Brozone. The first challenge of the show is a test for the boys to see how well they know their girlfriends. The test has a twist. If the boyfriends get an answer wrong, they are zapped by an electric shock pad. Ruben is asked what Lily's dad's name is, and shockingly, Ruben can't even remember. Lily and Ruben were friends for 5 years and have been dating for 2 years while living together for 6 months. So it's completely shocking that Ruben does not know Lily's dad's name off the top of his head. Lily is shocked because Ruben and her dad have the same initials.
I know the name, I knew the name. I've heard the name, I've made fun of the name.
Eli is asked how many people Anna has slept with. He says only him because he claims it's personal. Anna decides to tell the truth and says 10. After the challenge, Eli tells her that she should have said 2 or 5.
Maybe not that question, you say no, I can't answer that. Just say,
Or a virgin.
no, you should say like 2 or 5.
He then proceeds to berate her for wearing a short skirt and tells her to put on shorts.
Wearing something short, you got like that, put some shorts on.
This is a disturbing scene, especially when you factor in Eli being 43 and Anna being 24. The sense of control is apparent. He claims that he's very protective, and if other men aren't like that, then they aren't real men.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Side note, Ryan wins the challenge and wins a night out with Sapphire at the mansion. After the challenge, Sam confronts Geordie about the night out, clearly upset because he and Bailey are friends. He starts asking for details on how Geordie acted towards Bailey. Geordie cements that she was set a challenge by Anya and simply did the challenge. Geordie then says she almost feels guilty about it. Meanwhile, Tom J and Carly argue about Tom J being around Bailey more than her.
You pay more attention to Bailey than you are me.
Oh my god. How?
Tom J ends up swearing at Carly and she walks away. Tom J says that she knows how to press his buttons. The girls have a girl chat and Anna brings up what Eli said to her about her short skirt. She tells the girls that she feels guilty for wearing the short skirt. The girls tell her that she has done nothing wrong and comfort her. The episode ends with Ryan and Sapphire having their night together. Sapphire says Ryan is a flirt and Ryan replies that Sapphire has always known that he's a flirt. Sapphire then protests that she can go and flirt with other guys too then. However, Ryan says he wouldn't allow that.
You know what's gonna happen if you do that.
What?
I'm not gonna have that.
The double standards are alive and well in this relationship. Episode 2 revealed more troubling aspects of the couples, particularly Eli and Anna. Eli's controlling behavior and disturbing comments about Anna's skirt highlighted a toxic dynamic in their relationship, which left an uncomfortable and concerning vibe. Similarly, the ongoing issues between Ryan and Sapphire, marked by double standards and a lack of accountability on Ryan's part, further emphasized the cracks in their bond. With the electric shock challenge exposing deep-seated problems, the tensions between the couples is bound to escalate as the series progresses. The episode starts with Sapphire and Ryan being coy about their night together. Personally, I don't think Ryan deserved to get any, but whatever. Geordie brings up Eli's comments to Anna, saying that the red flags are there. Geordie asks Anna if she will be more assertive in the relationship, and Anna says she finds it overwhelming, clearly showing that Anna has issues with boundaries and self-confidence.
I just find it really overwhelming.
Yeah. Anna also starts to doubt herself about telling the truth about how many people she's been with. Geordie says she feels protective over Anna.
I think I'm going to have to keep a closer eye on Eli because, yeah, I'm just not really feeling it.
In the evening, the guys are allowed to visit the girls. Eli compliments Anna and asks if her outfit is new. She says yes, and if it is okay, as though she is looking for permission on what to wear.
Yeah, is it okay? Is it okay?
See you.
All right tonight?
Anna says when Eli is in bro zone, she feels half of her is missing. It's important to note that Anna and Eli also work together as well as live together. Later on in the night, Geordie confronts Eli about his comments on Anna wearing a short skirt. Eli defends himself, while Anna sits quietly next to him. Eli says that he thinks the girls are overreacting and create massive drama over tiny little things.
Right, I'm not a control freak by any stretch. Am I a control freak?
So do you think...
Geordie showcases how strongly she feels about Eli.
But you looked really angry. But you were fuming about what she was wearing, let's be honest.
No, I wasn't fuming. Of course
You was
not.
though.
When Eli and Anna are alone, Eli wonders why the girls are against him on his comments, and Anna says that his comments make her struggle with her confidence. Eli then claims that he actually liked Anna's outfit and was just coming from a place of modesty. Yeah, okay, Mr. Man. Anna brings up the notion that if the other girls had their boyfriends say things like that to them, they would defend themselves. And Eli explains that it's because the other girls are argumentative.
Because if their boyfriend said that to them, they'd argue a bit.
I know, but they're all argumentative.
This is a concerning conversation, as it seems as though Eli is essentially trying to make Anna feel as though she can't defend herself against him. The next day, the girls are brought to the bro zone to examine the boys' living spaces. Olivia decides to have a chat with Eli and Anna says she feels good about them being separated and having time apart, lamenting that being around the girls who are more fiery and outspoken is helping her, whereas Eli says he's ready to get out of bro zone. The couples are then handed their next challenge, the spicy wing challenge. The girls must ask their boyfriends burning questions to determine if they are telling the truth or not. If the girls suspect they are lying, then the boyfriends must eat a spicy wing. On Bailey and Anya's turn, we find out that Bailey is never in the mood for romantic relations, which is funny seeing how he was all over Geordie on the first night out.
When I get home and that from work, I'm tired and I just get in bed and then it looks like I'm not interested in her.
Maria and Victor are up next. And Maria asks Victor his actual reason on not wanting to get married. Victor claims it's not the right time to get married. He then starts talking about a prenup, lamenting that it would be unfair for Maria to take all his money.
No, you can take my surname. We can sign that prenup, no problem, everything.
So you want a prenup?
He hasn't even proposed yet and he's already thinking about divorce. Victor goes on to say in his confessional that he finds it annoying that people keep asking him why he won't marry Maria. Maria says in her confessional that she doesn't want to force him into marriage. She wants it to come from him. Next up is Sophia and Ryan. Sophia asks Ryan if he thinks he can be faithful to her forever. Ryan, with all the audacity in the world, says 80-20 and laughs with the boys.
100%. 80-20.
Sophia is visibly upset and frustrated by his comment. Olivia asks both of them what they see as cheating. Sophia says DMing girls, asking to meet with girls, and asking girls to come to the studio, whereas Ryan says any physical contact, showcasing how different their views are on cheating. Sophia says in her confessional that she has stayed with someone who has cheated on her before and she won't be doing it again. As for Geordie and Sam, Geordie confronts Sam about the night of her birthday when she went upstairs to bed early and left him downstairs with her friend, the same friend Sam later slept with after he and Geordie had an argument. While Sam denies sleeping with the friend that night, he acknowledges that he knew she fancied him and did things with her. He admits to crossing a line.
Well, we didn't sleep together, I did do stuff with her. We only split up for a day, which isn't long enough.
No, it was the day we split up at 9.
Later in the challenge, Geordie brings up another incident where she found red underwear in Sam's home during a visit. Sam admits to being involved with someone else, but insists he didn't sleep with her. He acknowledges his past infidelities, admitting to cheating on exes, but claiming he loves Geordie and is ready to grow up. Despite his words, it's clear the betrayal has left a lasting impact on Geordie. Then we have Lily and Ruben. Lily asks Ruben what he doesn't trust about her. Ruben says he does trust her. He just doesn't trust everything around her. Lily then asks about the first night out and if he enjoyed the body shots and attention. Ruben admits he did. Lily laments how annoyed she is with his flirtatiousness. The other girls pipe up and say that Ruben was keen to get body shots, but Ruben refutes this.
Look very keen.
Keen? Alright, cool. Well, I was pushed down to do it. Happened. Didn't want to do it.
The other girls continue to whisper in the background and bring up Ruben supposedly winking at Anna on the night out. Geordie chooses to say it out loud to everyone.
I just asked, what about when you winked at Anna?
I winked at Anna.
Anna replies that Ruben is allowed to enjoy, but Ruben denies doing it. Lastly, we have Anna and Eli. Anna asks Eli why he thinks it's different for girls to intimate relations and how many people they have been with. Eli replies, women have something that every guy wants, and if he's lucky, they'll give him what he wants. The girls are not pleased with this answer. Carly and Geordie speak up about Eli's double standards towards Anna and how many people she's been with. Geordie asks if Eli wanted Anna to lie about how many people she'd been with, and Eli says yes.
Do you want her to lie?
Yeah.
Eli then goes on to say, would you rather have a padlock that can be opened by hundreds of keys, or would you have one key that can open many padlocks? Victor pipes up and says that he taught Eli that analogy.
I'm sorry, I've had 10 keys in there.
I taught him that one the other day.
Real husband material right there, Maria. Eli then says he wouldn't want to go to the club with a girl that has had many intimate partners and have men whispering that they banged her. Olivia brings up the fact that Anna has had to deal with Eli's past partners talking about how they have had intimate relations with him. Eli denies it, but Anna refutes him and says she has. Eli is showcasing serious red flags of misogyny and manipulation. When Eli and Anna get up and go back to their spots with the guys and girls, Victor and Eli start hyping each other up about the padlock analogy. Anna overhears this and gets upset. Anna says in her confessional that she feels like she has to defend Eli from other people and their opinions. After the challenge, Lily and Ruben confront Anna about the wink comment. Lily doesn't believe it happened. Anna and Ruben have a heated argument about it, with Ruben denying it and Anna saying it did happen. Lily is upset that none of the girls who supposedly knew about it told her, and how she had to find out during the challenge. Anna tells Lily that Lily makes her feel uncomfortable.
How do I make you feel uncomfortable?
I don't know. I hate this. I just want to walk off genuinely, but I don't like doing that. We're not angry, babe.
Meanwhile, Geordie and Anya confront Eli about his controlling behaviour and dating younger girls because they're easier to manipulate. Eli denies the allegations.
Well, that's really good because she doesn't really open up to a lot of people. But
No, she should.
I know she should.
Because then maybe she'd get other opinions other than just yours.
Anya comes into the conversation and says she thinks that Anna acts differently around Eli and that she's a lot more confident without Eli around. Anya and Geordie tell him he's putting up a front and they can all see it.
The fact that you're worried about her and that she's made friends with you guys, and I'm
You're
so
very
happy
good with
for
your
her.
words, Eli, but it's not washing with me. I'm sorry, it might wash with Anna.
The episode ends on Eli walking away angrily. This episode continued to showcase the cracks in these couples' relationships. As tensions ran high, the lack of trust, respect, and open communication became more evident than ever. Anna's struggle to balance her feelings for Eli with the red flags the other girls keep pointing out highlights just how much she's willing to compromise at the expense of her confidence. Meanwhile, Eli's dismissive attitude and refusal to reflect on his controlling behavior only deepens the divide. From Ruben and Lily's unresolved argument about trust and boundaries, to Sophia's visible frustration with Ryan's casual approach to fidelity, it's clear that many of these couples are on shaky grounds. Even Maria and Victor, one of the more stable pairs, seem to be tiptoeing around bigger issues like marriage and commitment. One of the key moments of this episode is the water gun challenge, where the couples are asked true or false questions that reveal a lot about their relationship dynamics. Sophia and Ryan are asked, taking someone's number on a night out is wrong. Ryan answers false, arguing that it could be work related, while Sophia insists it's more appropriate to ask for an email.
This is what I mean about boundaries. He doesn't set boundaries.
Geordie and Sam are asked, once a cheater, always a cheater. They both choose false. Lily and Ruben are asked about jealousy, with both agreeing it's a sign of love. When asked if it's okay to stay friends with an ex, Lily chooses false while Ruben chooses true, prompting Lily to call him out for still being friends with his exes. Things get even more personal when Anna and Eli face off in the water gun challenge. The question, is it healthy to go on a holiday without your partner, sparks a debate. Eli says false, but Anna says true, defending the idea that time spent apart is healthy for a relationship. Eli then claims that he agrees and chose false because he thought Anna would. Yeah, okay, buddy.
I agree, I just didn't think she'd say that.
They also answer whether women should dress to impress their partner, and both agree that they should. Meanwhile, Bailey and Anya have a lighter moment during the challenge when they are asked whether couples should tell each other everything. They both agree with a resounding true, and Bailey even says he believes that from now on. So essentially what he means is, the next time he cheats, he'll tell Anya straight away.
True belief, Bailey.
Yeah, I do, yeah. From now on, anyway.
My dad.
We're becoming changed men. Yeah.
Bitch, where?
Bailey and Anya win the most compatible title for the challenge, but their celebration is cut short when Anya gets upset that unlike the other winning couples, she and Bailey don't get to spend the night together. Instead, the boys get a chance to have drinks, leaving Anya feeling a bit disappointed. When asked if they like going down on their partner, Tom J answers true, while Carly responds false. Carly admits she'll do it, but she doesn't like it. Finally, Tom T and Lana face an intense moment in the challenge when they're asked, would you forgive your partner if they cheated? Both answer false, showing they have little tolerance for infidelity. The next question, should women prioritize raising children over their career, brings out a difference of opinion, as Lana chooses false, while Tom T picks true, explaining that it's a motherly thing. After the water gun challenge, conversations are had. Lily and Ruben sit down with Eli and accuse Anna of being the reason why people feel a certain way towards Eli.
The girls have a completely negative opinion of you. There's two sides to a story.
Yes, there is.
All this information that's stirring things around is coming from Anna.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
And that's not fair.
This makes no sense to me because we see Eli's controlling behavior through his comments and actions. Olivia decides to take Eli and Anna on a private date. The couple expresses how difficult the separation has been, with Eli breaking down in tears. A moment he reveals is the first time he cried in 20 years. When Anna was 4 and Eli was 23. Surprisingly, Eli and Anna decide to leave the show, claiming that their dynamic has changed.
It's too much, isn't it?
At the end of the day, we've come here with no expectations, and yet we're leaving with this complete changed dynamic in our relationship.
I saw no change. Anna continued to be insecure and lack self-confidence, and Eli continued to be misogynistic and controlling. Anna knew how good the girls were for her. She saw how outspoken they were and how they would stand up for themselves to an extent. It's upsetting to see her lose that and go back home to where she works and lives with Eli, who will probably continue to control her. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if it was Eli who wanted to go home and Anna just went along with him just because she always does. As the episode wraps up, the tension continues to build. In a surprising turn, the boys are tasked with either doing the girls' laundry or heading out for beers. Unsurprisingly, they choose the beers. This decision sets up the cliffhanger for the next episode. As Olivia reveals, the boys will have to hand over their phones to their girlfriends, leading us straight to episode 5. The episode starts with Olivia asking Sam if he would be okay with Geordie going through his phone. Sam decides to ask Geordie if she wants it, which leads to an argument as that wasn't the question Olivia asked.
Do you want the film?
That wasn't the question.
Sam admits that he's gone through Geordie's phone before, and while he didn't find anything major, it bothered him that she was still messaging her exes.
Speaks to her ex-partners and stuff, was like, you're not going to like it, are you?
You go out with my partner.
Well, now, no, I do now, but I didn't when I was seeing that.
Sam tries to justify that you're always going to find something you don't like when looking through someone's phone.
You're always going to find something you don't like through someone's phone.
Well, you're panicking.
I'm not panicking,
Yes,
I'm
you
speaking.
Tom J and Carly have their own phone drama when Olivia asks if Tom J is willing to hand over his phone to Carly. Tom J, feeling like he has no choice, reluctantly agrees, while Carly opens up in her confessional about how Tom J likes other girls' photos on Instagram and how he cheated on her with a friend in the past.
Tom cheated on me with a friend, and he denied it. for a little bit, and then obviously I found out the truth. I got screenshot evidence.
Bailey also gets defensive when Olivia asks for his phone, questioning would they be happy if we went through their phones. The guy starts to complain, fearing the girls will be on a hunt for something wrong.
They're going to bring us together, do you know what I mean? Pointless. Obviously, they're going to sit there and they're going to fight.
They're all going to egg each other on.
This sets the tone for the rest of the challenge, with Sam, Bailey and Tom J being the most defensive about their phones being inspected. In a twist, phase 1, the separation phase, is now officially over, and phase 2, forgiving and forgetting, has begun. And now the boys are allowed to return to the mansion. Well, most of them. After a vote by the girls, Tom J, Ruben, Sam and Ryan are allowed back, while the girls vote on which boyfriend has shown the least improvement. Bailey, Tom T and Victor have to stay in bro zone, and their girls, Maria, Anya and Lana, have to leave the mansion and live with their men. The couples then enter the phone challenge, and some interesting revelations come to light. Anya is concerned when she notices Bailey liking another girl's pictures on Instagram. She points out that they've been together for almost a year, and while she's posted Bailey on her Instagram, he hasn't reciprocated. Bailey admits that he likes the attention, but acknowledges that he needs to show Anya more love and attention moving forward.
I haven't shown you off like I should have, and I want to.
Meanwhile, Carly and Tom J are surprisingly fine with the challenge. Even when the topic of corn comes up, Carly doesn't mind it. Victor and Maria have a more relaxed approach to the challenge. Maria admits that she goes through Victor's phone, but he's not bothered by it. Lily and Ruben's phone moment is a bit suspicious, with Lily noticing that Ruben's phone seems unusually cleared out.
It just seems cleared for some reason.
It's not.
Did you?
It's all my stuff. Yeah. She thinks I clear my stuff, but it's all there.
Did you?
No.
Sam and Geordie's inspection is similarly uneasy, with Geordie calling out Sam for possibly clearing out his phone after his defensive reaction the previous day.
So you don't have a clear out?
Why does it always have to be something like, do you not believe me?
Because literally I thought you was like gonna curl over yesterday.
Then things get even more intense when Sophia and Ryan go through Ryan's phone. Sophia discovers a DM where Ryan had randomly messaged a girl saying hi. Ryan tries to play innocent, claiming he doesn't remember, but Sophia is not convinced.
I don't know what that was.
No, that's not gonna work right now in this situation. You can't just say I don't know.
No, I know what you mean, but I can't see what that was for.
But why would you randomly message her saying hello?
She reveals that Ryan frequently messages other girls on Instagram, claiming it's for his music career. Sophia's frustration builds as she calls out Ryan for FaceTiming girls and texted them, saying it's embarrassing for her. Ryan in turn deflects and accuses her of making a big deal out of nothing.
I said hello to somebody.
Sophia also opens up about her struggles in the relationship, revealing that Ryan often shifts the blame on her and sweeps their problems under the rug. Things take an even more emotional turn when Sophia admits that she once checked Ryan's CCTV cameras at the music studio to get a sense of what he was doing. Ryan responds by promising he won't give out his number at the club anymore. She also opens up about the IVF journey and how much she wants a family with Ryan, breaking down in tears as she talks about her hopes for the future. The build up to the phone challenge was weird. The guys acted guilty and frustrated beforehand, but once the girls got a hold of their phones, there wasn't much to see. This begs the question if their phones were cleared out before the girls got their hands on them. And it's weird how we saw the girls go on Instagram, but not X, TikTok, WhatsApp, or Messenger. The drama kicks off when Olivia stages a movie night for the group, exposing what the boys got up to during their first night out. The footage showcases what we the viewers already knew. Ruben having his stomach licked during body shots, leaving Lily unimpressed.
Disgusted.
Tom J taking body shots off girls, with Bailey actively encouraging Tom J, and both of them receiving body shots from two girls. Bailey giving Geordie a lap dance and flirting with her all night, while Tom J gives one to another girl. Ryan hugging a girl and later giving his Instagram to Lily while dodging questions about his relationship. Sophia rages over his behaviour and the lies he told.
Done.
Ryan dismissively says he doesn't know what happened and doesn't remember, which makes no sense, and he offers a half-hearted apology with a smile.
I apologise for the way.
I don't want to hear it.
The reactions from the girls are telling. Anya admits that Bailey's behaviour doesn't shock her. Bailey apologises. Anya says that she feels as though Bailey was made out to be the worst of all the guys on the night out. She reveals that she has been numb to his actions and continues to stay despite how poorly he treats her. Anya also says in her confessional that Bailey once told her that he knows she won't walk away from him.
Oh, and he even said to me he doesn't think I'll walk away from him. I don't think he actually realises how much it hurts me.
Harley calls Tom J cringe and believes he would act worse if the cameras weren't there. Lily criticizes Ruben, saying if more guys were around, he would have done worse, and expresses frustration that he's upset when she's the one who should be. The night ends with emotions running high. Sophia breaks down in tears in the bathroom, overwhelmed by Ryan's dismissive behaviour. Sam acknowledges how uncomfortable he feels watching Geordie and Bailey. Geordie insists that she was set a task by Anya and completed it, and the other guys protest and say they were set a task too. Well, the task wasn't to get your stomach licked, was it, boys? Lily and Ruben erupt into a heated argument, hurling insults at each other. Ruben claims Lily is impossible to deal with, leading to tension the next morning. When Lily tries to reconcile, asking if he wants to stay in the relationship, Ruben walks away, but later makes up with her, acknowledging their arguments are intense but short-lived. A new activity has the group rating each other's skills. Lily earns a 10 out of 10 for her kissing skills. Sophia expresses her fantasies about Ryan, including wanting him to enter the house wearing a mask.
It's gonna sound really weird, but I want him to come in the house.
I feel like I know what you're gonna say.
Like a balaclava. Like a fake robbery. Yeah, like where's your husband now?
No ma'am. No ma'am. No ma'am.
The episode ends with the arrival of a new couple, Dino and Sylvie, stirring anticipation for what's to come. The arrival of a new couple, Sylvie and Dino, immediately stirs the pot. Sylvie opens up about the state of her relationship with Dino, revealing that over the past 4 years, Dino has cheated on her once a year, which is crazy because they are only 20 and 21 years old. So essentially, he's been cheating since they were 16 years old. She's too young to be dealing with this. However, Dino appears unfazed by the confession, smiling as he talks about it. Like, sir, what's funny? The rest of the group is shocked. Sam is particularly vocal about his disbelief in his confessional, saying Dino doesn't seem to be remorseful and that he doesn't understand why Sylvie continues to forgive him. I mean, I feel the same way about him and Geordie, but I digress. Many of the contestants even question whether Sylvie and Dino are a real couple due to their lack of chemistry. Ryan says he doesn't believe that they are a real couple because they didn't arrive holding hands. Now, Ryan, is this high school? In the midst of all this, Sam starts acting strangely, telling Bailey that Sylvie looks familiar. When Geordie presses him about why he's behaving oddly, he brushes it off, though he later admits that he recognises her, but he can't place where from.
You don't know if you've met her before?
Well, she looked familiar.
This only fuels Geordie's suspicions, especially when she asks Sam if he finds Sylvie attractive, and he awkwardly responds that she's a good-looking girl. Feeling frustrated, Geordie accuses Sam of wanting Sylvie to live in the mansion. Side note, as Sylvie and Dino are a new couple, they automatically have to live in Brozone.
You like her now, aren't you?
I'd like what? What are you on about?
The tension escalates during the episode's first challenge, a game designed to stir drama called Throwing Shade. When the couples are asked who is the biggest pushover, Anya is overwhelmingly voted by 5 couples. Anya, reflecting on her past, admits that her ex-boyfriend cheated on her 3 times. And now she feels like history is repeating itself with Bailey. Another question, asking which couple is the most annoying, sees Tom T and Lana taking the brunt of the votes. The group criticizes Lana for being loud and hyper, which they claim prevents Tom T from fully expressing himself.
You need to kind of let Tom be himself and make some decisions for himself.
The criticism leads Lana in tears, and Tom T goes to comfort her. Production knew what they were doing, because what does the most annoying couple have to do with being a bad boyfriend? But period to Tom T for being there for Lana, even if it is the bare minimum for a boyfriend. In the final question about being the most competitive couple, Maria and Victor are called out due to their shared focus on social media. As their prize for being voted the most competitive, Maria and Victor are allowed to leave Brozone and return to the mansion. However, their victory comes with a catch. They must choose another couple to take their place in Brozone. After much deliberation, they select Sam and Geordie, claiming it's because of Sam and Bailey's close friendship. Geordie is furious at this decision. In her confessional, she accuses Maria and Victor of being on the show for their social media presence, rather than working on their relationship. Now, I would be pressed if I was Geordie, because what do you mean I have to live in a dump because my man's friend lives there too? The choice leaves Maria in tears, overwhelmed by the responsibility of sending another couple to the bro zone. Living there must be actual torture if someone's crying because they have to send someone else there so they can go back into the mansion. That evening, the girls enjoy a night out with Olivia, where Olivia uses the opportunity to dig for answers. She directly asks Sylvie if she knows Sam, but Sylvie denies any prior connection, relieving Geordie of any suspicion. She stresses in her confessional that she never blamed Sylvie. The next day, a cake building challenge reveals new revelations within the group. Ruben surprisingly discloses in his confessional that he has a daughter from a previous relationship.
I do have a child from a previous relationship.
Tom J shocks everyone by admitting that he cheated on Carly 3 times.
I didn't realise Tom cheated on Carly 3 times.
Meanwhile, Bailey shares his desire to have children with Anya. Anya and Bailey ultimately win the challenge, securing a rare moment of joy for them amidst the drama. The episode closes with the looming threat of the season's first elimination. The girls are revealed to hold the power to vote, creating an atmosphere thick with anticipation and unease as the group braces for what's next to come. The tension is palpable as the season's first elimination looms. One by one, the men plead their cases, explaining why they believe they've made the most progress in their relationships and deserve to stay. With the majority against him, Tom T is eliminated alongside his girlfriend Carly.
I feel like he's still got a lot to work on, especially opening up and being a bit more affectionate with his girlfriend. I feel like there needs to be more boundaries set in place, and I feel like that's why they've been so on and off.
I've seen so many improvements in him since our last argument that we had, so it pissed me off.
This episode flips the script, with the girls now catering to the boys. Tom T, as expected, thrives under Lana's doting care, remaining comfortable being looked after by her.
Tom seems very happy. At home he doesn't really do much, and that is why he's here.
The boys take further charge, grilling the girls with personal and revealing questions. Ryan asks Sapphire if she has ever had inappropriate thoughts about one of his friends or family members. Sapphire is visibly annoyed by this insinuation.
The fact he even thought that pissed me off, because his friends are literally like brothers to me.
Victor challenges Maria, asking if she regrets not exploring other relationships since he's her first and only boyfriend. Maria firmly says no, adding that all the men could learn from Victor's example.
I don't know, I feel like everyone's boyfriend needs to improve a little bit more and take some pages out of Victor's book at the end of the day.
Sam presses Geordie about whether she's ever lied when she has said that she loved him. Geordie admits she has at the beginning of their relationship. Bailey asks Anya if she's ever cheated, to which she replies no. Bailey says she has a guy best friend, and Anya counters with the fact that Bailey has a girl best friend, leading to a confessional where Bailey reflects on his insecurities stemming from past cheating experiences. Ironic given his own infidelity.
I have been previously cheated on. I don't like letting girls in.
Ruben puts Lily on the spot, asking if she's ever slept with anyone they both know without telling him. Lily admits she has, justifying it by saying it never came up. Ruben is visibly irritated, sarcastically saying he'll use that excuse in the future.
It never came up, like.
I'm gonna remember that excuse.
What? I answered. To me, it's just irrelevant. But it just happens that we both know the person.
The electric shock challenge is now set on the girls. The girls must answer intimate questions about their partners or face being zapped. Anya incorrectly guesses that Bailey has slept with 43 people, only to find out it's actually 44. Bailey says that she's the 44th person, but we also know that he's cheated on her. Lily falters on a question, prompting Ruben to point out in his confessional how their lack of communication is evident.
We just look like we don't speak. Great.
Geordie is asked about the biggest lie Sam has ever told and answers that it was his denial of cheating with her friend. However, she's wrong, sparking irritation from Sam, who thought they'd moved past it. Clearly, Geordie still harbors resentment towards Sam, and rightfully so. That is a huge betrayal.
Like, why did she have to bring it up again? I thought we'd kind of moved past this, but now it's been brought up a lot, so yeah, it's not been sorted.
Ultimately, Sapphire wins the challenge, choosing to bring Anya and Bailey back into the mansion. Later, Sylvie and Dino sit down with Olivia to discuss the state of their relationship. Sylvie admits she's holding on to the potential she sees in Dino despite his repeated infidelities. Baby girl, potential in relationships means nothing. Meanwhile, Sam comforts Geordie after her emotional confession during the challenge. When he asks if she trusts him, Geordie replies that they're on the road to recovery, but there's still work to be done. I honestly believe you can never get past a betrayal like that. Like, I couldn't. The boys now face the difficult task of sending home one of their own. Sam, Bailey, Ruben, and Ryan all vote for Tom T, while Tom T votes for Dino. Despite his effort, the group decides that Tom T and Lana must leave the house. Tom T's departure hits the boys hard. Sam, Bailey, and Ryan all break down in tears. Notably, Ryan shows more emotion over Tom T leaving than he ever has when Sapphire cries due to his actions. The house is left in a somber mood, knowing that more eliminations are on the horizon. The episode begins with the aftermath of Tom T and Lana's elimination. In a shocking twist, Olivia surprises the group with a double elimination. The boys decide to send home Dino and Sylvie. Sylvie says she has seen a change in Dino, which makes no sense because they've only been here for 3 or 4 days. How is he supposed to change that fast? With the competition intensifying, Lily notes that many of the couples are sweeping their issues under the rug to maintain appearances. Meanwhile, Maria praises Victor's growth, claiming he has evolved beyond his commitment issues and is now ready for marriage. This claim sparks doubts among the other girls, with Anya pointing out inconsistencies in Victor's behaviour and questioning Maria's narrative.
Hearing that Victor wants to marry Maria all of a sudden, it's just not adding up to me. He was so against marriage and all of a sudden he's just switched.
Which I agree with. Victor was so against marriage, but it took a reality TV show for him to change his mind and now he wants to get married. Yeah, okay. Maria claims in her confessional that Victor and her are in a place where the other couples want to be and they might be jealous. Sam and Geordie also reflect on their journey while being the only ones still stuck in Brozone. Geordie tells Sam she sees him as her soulmate, and Sam confesses in his confessional he's thought about proposing to Geordie before, but there were cracks in their relationship, aka him getting with her friends, but now he's thinking about it more and more. Geordie and Sam are then welcomed back into the mansion. Sam and Bailey are both excited to be living together again.
I can literally have showers with Bailey again now.
Honestly, these two should just couple up because I bet you they wouldn't cheat on each other. The couples participate in a water sports challenge where one couple sits in the hot seat and the others judge their past actions and statements. If the couples disagree with something that's been said or done, they get drenched with water. First up are Bailey and Anya. When asked if it's okay that Bailey has never posted Anya on his Instagram, Anya opens up about feeling like a secret, expressing that she worries Bailey might be keeping her hidden, thinking he'll find someone better. Which is crazy because baby girl, you're the one who needs to find someone better. Next are Sapphire and Ryan. The first question is if it's acceptable for Ryan to have said that he's only 80% committed to Sapphire, even after marriage. Ryan, dismissing the question, laughs it off with, "I don't recall that," which gets a chuckle from the boys but leaves Sapphire feeling hurt. These men are constantly laughing at these women's hurt.
They're always laughing at nothing.
Ryan constantly does this. Sapphire will call him out on his behaviour and he will constantly say that he doesn't remember. Like, Ryan, are you Dory? Bailey even apologizes to Ryan because he has to drench Sapphire and Ryan in water because he and Anya disagree with the 80-20 comment. When asked if it's okay for Sapphire to check the CCTV at Ryan's work, Ryan becomes defensive, arguing that it shows a lack of trust.
That she checks my phone like every other day. You clearly don't trust me.
While Ruben, though laughing at the 80% commitment remark, calls the CCTV checking horrendous behaviour.
80-20 is just fucking brilliant. That's horrendous, mate. I'll be straight up, that's horrendous.
Sapphire, however, stands by her need to verify Ryan's actions, which causes further tension between the two. Sam and Geordie are next, with the question asking if it's okay that Sam texted a friend saying he wanted to lick another girl out, which had previously caused a breakup between him and Geordie. Bailey says he would never send his friends a text like that.
God, no, that's disgusting.
Maria says in her confessional that she thinks that Bailey is playing a game and that no one is improved more than her and Mr. I don't want to get married to you but now I do Victor. Ryan dares to say that he thinks it was all just silly boy banter. Victor and Maria are put under the spotlight with a question about whether it's alright that Maria brought Victor here because he wouldn't propose. Sapphire thinks Victor has been backed into a corner and doesn't really want marriage. Victor asks her if she's implying that he's faking it.
Where are you implying that I'm faking the whole thing? That's a very big accusation.
Geordie chimes in, asking why now and not in the last 6 years.
People try and shit on my relationship, just no shit will enter your relationship.
Finally, it's Lily and Ruben's turn. During the challenge, Ruben and Lily end up getting soaked with water. Sapphire catches Ryan looking Lily up and down.
I literally looked at him looking at her up and down. Like, I'm not blind.
I can see your eyes looking at her up and down. I'm saying right next. Lily and Ruben win the challenge, earning a Chinese takeaway dinner. They decide to share their prize with Ryan and Sophia, adding another layer of discomfort to the unfolding drama. After the competition, Ryan tries to brush off Sophia's feelings, claiming that she can't take a joke about the 80-20 comment. Sophia, however, makes it clear that her anger stems from how Ryan was looking at Lily during the challenge. Geordie backs her up, pointing out that Ryan had given his Instagram to Lily during the first night out. Ryan, instead of addressing Sophia, apologizes to Sam and Geordie, leaving Sophia feeling dismissed, as though Sophia expressing her feelings in public is something to apologize for. When she asks, "What about sorry to me?" Ryan offers no reassurance, prompting her to walk away.
Sorry, guys.
It's not sorry, guys. How about sorry to me, bro?
In his confessional, Ryan claims they can't resolve their issues because Sophia doesn't fully express her feelings. But in reality, it's Ryan who dismisses her feelings by feigning ignorance, forgetting details, or walking away from their conversations. Ryan vents to Sam and Bailey, complaining that Sophia is doing his head in. Sam, somewhat defending Ryan, asks where he's supposed to look and suggests that Sophia is overreacting due to past issues. Ruben joins the conversation, stating in his confessional that Lily's attractiveness is obvious to anyone. He takes it as a compliment that people notice her and suggests that maybe Ryan is improving as a partner while Sophia isn't. Ryan feels that Sophia has made things awkward between him, Lily and Ruben, saying he'll now feel uncomfortable about how he acts or where he looks. Meanwhile, Sophia confides in Lily, expressing frustration that Ryan won't reassure her or acknowledge her feelings. She shares that she's unsure whether she can stay with a man who doesn't seem fully committed or trustworthy. Lily validates Sophia's emotions, offering her support and understanding. Ryan then has the audacity to say that Sophia has to take accountability and not him.
How about you just take accountability?
Take accountability for what?
You not
Take
trusting
accountability
me.
for what?
You not trusting me.
I'm not trusting you.
Yeah.
You're fucking stupid. I did trust you. You went to the strip and gave out your fucking Instagram.
Yeah, and then you trusted me again, but obviously it was a lie.
During the Chinese takeaway dinner, Ruben takes the opportunity to apologize to Sophia for participating in the 80-20 jokes. However, tension rises again when Ryan and Sophia argue. Ryan accuses Sophia of failing to take accountability. During the escalating dispute, Ryan threatens to throw the Chinese takeaway in Sophia's face. Eventually, he throws it near her. Sophia tearfully points out that this is exactly how he behaves at home, leaving her deeply hurt. Sophia, overwhelmed by the night's events, confides in her confessional that she doesn't believe Ryan truly loves her. Meanwhile, Bailey expresses sympathy for Ryan, seeing him as the victim of constant conflict. Ryan later tells Ruben that he believes Sophia is lying to herself and that she's the real problem in their relationship. In a final attempt to talk things out, Ryan and Sophia address her trust issues. The conversation goes nowhere. In her confessional, Sophia admits she's tired of trying to explain herself and hopes Ryan will eventually understand her perspective. For now, the unresolved issues leave a cloud of uncertainty over their relationship.
80% resolved. 20% swept under the rug.
The episode begins with the group enjoying a relaxing outing away from the house. Olivia comes to stir the pot, asking Sophia if she thinks Ryan was checking out Lily during the water sports challenge. Sophia admits she does. Ryan tries to downplay it by comparing it to him looking at Olivia while conversing with her. Sophia brushes it off with a simple okay. In his confessional, Ryan insists that he looks at people while he's talking to them because he thinks that it's respectful, despite the fact that he wasn't talking to Lily during the water sports challenge. He then blames Sophia for making things awkward. Olivia introduces the group to a spicy new challenge, where each person goes on a date with someone else's partner and grills them about their intentions and compatibility. This leads to a mix of revelations and heated confrontations. Geordie asks Ryan if he feels ready for marriage, and he confidently says yes. When pressed about being swayed by other women, Ryan admits that he doesn't want to be, but believes all humans have a 20% chance of being swayed.
So there's a 20% chance still?
For any human.
Sophia finds it suspicious that Victor, who initially was against marriage, has suddenly changed his mind after just a few weeks in the house. Victor says that sometimes he needs to be tied down to a chair for his mind to change, leaving Sophia unimpressed.
Sometimes the only way for you to change my mind or something is to tie me up to a chair and be like, listen, this is important for you.
In her confessional, she describes the date as dry and accuses Victor of rehearsing his lines. Lily brings up Bailey's past infidelity with Anya, and Bailey reassures her he doesn't see himself cheating again. Maria grills Sam, asking if he would have taken back Geordie for cheating, like Geordie did for him. Sam sidesteps the question, saying he doesn't know because he's never been in that position. In his confessional, Sam dismisses Maria's questions as irrelevant and uninformed. Lily and Ryan's conversation focuses on his tendency to seek attention from women. The scene is oddly edited, with the camera focusing on Lily pouring water on her thighs while reclining, essentially emphasizing how Ryan finds Lily attractive.
You know what I mean? It's not like anyone's gonna be swayed out of their couples. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Well, they can. Honestly,
I don't know
like,
about that.
Ryan.
Sophia confronts Bailey about his past cheating and accuses him of playing a game to win the show. Bailey gets defensive and tells Sophia to focus on her own relationship and walks away.
It's giving guilty.
Ruben opens up about his high sex drive and seeking attention from women, tying it back to his father's absence and the fact that his father has 20 children.
Not having a father and stuff growing up probably made me feel like I was seeking attention. I wondered where my dad was, but he was kind of looking after other kids.
Anya questions Victor's happiness, asking why he hasn't proposed if he's truly content. Victor gives a vague and confusing response about not knowing certain things exist, which Anya dismisses as insincere. Later on in the evening, the group unwinds with a game of spin the bottle, leading to more drama. Victor performs a love song for Maria on a guitar, embarrassing Anya, who says in her confessional she wanted the ground to swallow her up.
The song was all about how amazing Maria is, and I just didn't need to hear it. I wanted the ground to swallow me up.
Anya is asked which boyfriend is playing a game to win and names Victor, criticizing his sudden change in stance on marriage. In his confessional, Victor suggests that Anya is jealous that Bailey hasn't written a song for her like he has for Maria. Bailey names Ryan as the boyfriend least into his girlfriend, citing a lack of affection between him and Sophia, which he's observed since sharing a room with them. Sophia thinks Bailey's choice stems from their earlier argument during the previous challenge. Victor jokingly pairs Bailey and Sam as the most compatible couple not currently dating. He later seriously chooses Geordie and Bailey, referencing their interactions during the first night out. In her confessional, Geordie again accuses Victor and Maria of stirring drama to win and boost their social media profiles. The boyfriends are then tasked with buying thoughtful presents for their girlfriends. Ryan gives Sophia a bracelet. Victor gives Maria a turtle figurine, explaining its symbolic meaning. Ruben buys Lily a gold necklace, but Lily instantly complains, claiming that she doesn't wear silver, not realizing it's actually gold.
Baby, I don't wear silver.
Ruben is visibly upset by Lily's reaction.
It's gold, it's not silver, but to not even give it a good enough look to see what colour it is.
Bailey gives Anya a framed photo of them and promises that he will post her on social media when they're home. He also gives her a promise ring, vowing not to cheat again. Sam gifts Geordie a promise bracelet, pledging never to hurt her again. However, Geordie is visibly disappointed because Sam knew that she was hinting at wanting a promise ring.
Things that I've sort of like hinted that I wanted, he didn't get. I mentioned that I wanted like a promise ring, and he said he got me a promise bracelet, but I didn't even know that was a thing.
The gift giving continues as Sam surprises Geordie with a tattoo of her name on his leg, despite her having repeatedly asked for it on his wrist.
She's been asking for a long time for a tattoo. She did ask me to get it on the wrist, but I want to get it into a place where she can actually see it.
Geordie's visible disappointment dampens the moment as she perceives it as yet another instance of Sam not fully listening to her. Meanwhile, Bailey earns brownie points with Anya by getting her initials tattooed on his wrist. This prompts Geordie to remark that Bailey has given Anya everything that she hoped to receive from Sam: the promise ring and the tattoo on the wrist.
I think Bailey did well. They basically got everything that I asked Sam for.
Ryan also decides to participate in the tattoo gestures, inking Sophia's initials on his ankle. Straight after the gift giving, the group faces another elimination. In his speech, Victor makes a bold proclamation, telling Maria that he has always wanted to marry her. Sophia shoots him a skeptical side eye, clearly not buying his sentiments. When the votes are cast, Anya nominates Ruben, citing his immaturity in communication. Maria chooses Sam due to lingering trust issues between him and Geordie. Sophia casts her vote for Victor. He claims he has always wanted to marry Maria, despite the fact that their participation in the show was because he wouldn't commit. Jordi echoes this sentiment, voting Victor out because she doesn't believe that this process will benefit him or Maria. Lily follows suit, reasoning that Victor and Maria are here to address a huge commitment, which this environment is not suited for. Ultimately, Victor and Maria are eliminated.
Now I know that our futures lead into, you know.
As emotions run high, Ryan singles out Ruben in front of the group, criticizing him for how he reacted to Lily's dismissive comment about the necklace being silver when it's actually gold. Ryan argues that Ruben needs to work on his communication. In his confessional, Ruben points out that this is strikingly hypocritical, considering Ryan's past behaviour, such as throwing Chinese in Sapphire's direction during an argument just 2 episodes earlier.
A few days prior, this is somebody who threatened to dash Chinese food in his fiance's face.
Ruben dismisses Ryan's critique, but the girls seem to side with Ryan, further alienating Ruben. Lily begins to cry, claiming Ruben is overreacting. This situation is bizarre to me because I agree with Ruben feeling upset about Lily's initial reaction. Like, she didn't even look at the jewelry properly before commenting, but now Ruben is looked at as the bad guy for expressing his feelings. But if it was the other way around and Ruben commented about the gift before properly looking at it, Lily's feelings would have been more accepted. Ruben and Lily have an intense conversation later, where Ruben expresses his frustration over Lily's initial reaction to his gift. Lily tries to clarify, asking if Ruben knew that the necklace was gold, which sounds a bit condescending.
Do you even know it wasn't?
Of course I knew it was gold. I bought it and asked for it in gold.
He insists that he did and points out that he specifically sought out gold because he knows that Lily prefers it. This discussion escalates into an argument, with Ruben venting about feeling silenced and unable to voice his opinions without backlash. Lily counters by saying he isn't genuinely upset about her feelings, deepening their divide. As the competition narrows, the remaining couples are sent out on individual dates to reflect on their relationships. Ryan insists he's improving as a partner, although it's unclear to the audience where these supposed improvements are. Sapphire acknowledges her trust issues, a concession Ryan clings to as validation.
The fact that she admitted to me that she has trust issues meant the world.
Despite his questionable behaviour throughout the show, this includes his belief that being flirty was simply part of his personality and admitting early in the competition that he's 20% likely to cheat. Bailey claims he now envisions a future with Anya, highlighting their lack of arguments during the show. However, this piece likely stems from Anya's lack of boundaries and her tendency to avoid confrontation. Even after Bailey's past antics, like giving Jordi a lap dance and taking body shots off a stranger, Bailey further expresses a desire to have children someday. Ruben and Lily's date is anything but romantic. Lily accuses Ruben of spinning the narrative to make it seem like he's only here for her. The date ends unresolved, with Ruben walking away in frustration. In stark contrast, Sam and Jordi share a positive date. Jordi acknowledges that Sam has improved in the areas she brought him here for, and she expresses excitement for their future. Jordi hints at wanting to start a family with him once they return home. Back at the house, tensions continue to simmer. The girls reassure Lily that she doesn't need to apologize to Ruben. Ruben confronts Ryan about calling him out in front of the group, labeling the move as competitive and insincere.
Seems very gamey. Like, there's 4 of us now, someone else is probably gonna go, and that was after I just had a bust up. It was kind of stick the nail in the coffin.
In his confessional, Ruben reveals that he no longer considers Ryan a friend, citing the hypocrisy of Ryan's criticisms given his own explosive tendencies. To lighten the mood, the couples are given oversized onesies designed for 2 people to share. However, their light-hearted activity doesn't fully distract from the underlying tensions. Olivia takes a moment to chat with Lily and Ruben, directly asking them if they believe they're right for each other. With just 1 episode left, it seems as though all these couples are sweeping their problems under the rug. This season finale wraps up the drama and dynamics of the show, reflecting on casting tapes and a climactic challenge that seems hilariously disconnected from the themes of commitment and growth. Ruben expresses his willingness to stay with Lily as long as she reciprocates. The group discussion leans against Ruben, with Anya claiming that Ruben is displaying narcissistic traits.
I feel like he's been a bit narcissistic and turn it on you. When it's not you that's the problem.
Later, Olivia sits the group down to watch their casting tapes. In Bailey and Anya's casting tapes, Bailey admits to having a wandering eye, which he claims is universal for men, while Anya warns him that she won't tolerate cheating anymore. For Sapphire and Ryan's casting tape, their long-standing relationship comes under scrutiny. Sapphire feels like Ryan's maid and only trusts him 70%, a sentiment underscored by Ryan's feeble excuse for liking other girls' photos. he claims his finger slipped. For Geordie and Sam's casting tape, Sam's party boy persona contrasts with the seriousness of their relationship troubles, as Geordie acknowledges they are hanging by a thread.
I always have to live up to a reputation of Sam's like mad, life and soul of the party, big personality. So sometimes, yeah, I do have to play up that role.
Personally, if I was 31, I wouldn't care about keeping up appearances as the party friend. For Lily and Ruben's casting tape, their pair reflect on Ruben's flirtatious behaviour and reveal miscommunication has become their biggest obstacle. For the final elimination, the girls decide to send Ruben and Lily home after failing to see improvement in their relationship. Once Lily and Ruben leave, the couples are tasked with writing love letters to each other. In the boys' love letters, there's a recurring promise of "I'll never hurt you again."
I promise to never hurt you again.
Then we enter the final challenge. In a bizarre final challenge that has nothing to do with proving that they are good boyfriends, the boys answer trivia questions about the show before paddling into the ocean to rescue their girlfriends and bring them back to the beach. And who wins? Drumroll please. Bailey! Bailey wins the challenge, and Bailey faces a symbolic decision: a wild Las Vegas trip with his best friend, or a modest caravan trip in Essex, England, with Anya. He chooses Anya, solidifying their victory as the winning couple and securing a £20,000 prize for himself and Anya. And there we have it for the deep dive into the episodes. Now let's analyse the couples individually and find out if they're still together. Sophia and Ryan's relationship reveals an imbalance in effort and accountability. Sophia takes on a significant amount of emotional labour, managing Ryan's daily life and shouldering responsibilities that should be shared. Ryan's behaviour, including his infamous 80-20 comment about fidelity, his flirtatiousness, and his dismissive attitude during their conflicts, highlights a lack of maturity and respect. This is particularly concerning given their plans for IVF and marriage, which require a foundation of trust and partnership. Sophia's visible frustration and emotional investment shows she's trying to hold the relationship together. Their dynamic suggests that Sophia deserves more acknowledgement and respect in her relationship. As of January 2025, Ryan and Sophia are still together and are still planning on getting married. During my research, I noticed that on Sophia's TikTok comments, many women have commented that she deserves better than Ryan. She has liked these comments but affirms she's staying with Ryan. While it's admirable to work on a relationship, staying with someone who consistently invalidates your feelings and disregards your boundaries can hinder personal growth. I hope Sophia is genuinely happy and not compromising her sense of self-worth for the sake of their long history. If Ryan has genuinely changed and their dynamic has improved, then great. However, if the same patterns persist, this could lead to long-term unhappiness for Sophia. Bailey's actions demonstrate a consistent disregard for Anya's feelings. From taking another woman on holiday to giving Geordie a lap dance on their first night in the villa. Despite these glaring issues, Anya appears to have resigned herself to his behaviour, describing a sense of numbness in their relationship. This resignation could stem from a fear of confrontation or belief that things won't change, which leads her to prioritise maintaining the relationship over addressing her own needs. Bailey's reluctance to post Anya on social media further contributes to her insecurities, making her feel like a hidden part of his life. While Anya seems to hope for a change, it's unclear whether Bailey truly recognises the impact of his actions or is willing to make meaningful adjustments. As of January 2025, Bailey and Anya are still together. And surprisingly, Bailey now posts Anya on his Instagram. On Olivia Attwood's podcast a few months ago, she asked Sam and Geordie who they think will break up. And Sam and Geordie answered Bailey and Anya.
I know. I feel like maybe they didn't fully know each other's personalities, and I don't know if the full extent of both their personalities gel well together.
Got it.
Lily and Ruben's relationship is marked by unresolved tension and poor communication. Ruben's flirtatious behaviour was the main reason Lily brought him on the show, but different areas of their relationship started to show cracks, particularly in their poor communication and lack of understanding of one another's needs, leading to frequent arguments that escalate rather than resolve. Both Ruben and Lily's willingness to stay, despite these reoccurring issues, may reflect the difficulty in asserting their emotional needs or recognizing when a relationship dynamic is unhealthy. As of January 2025, Lily and Ruben are still together. If they've worked on their communication, this could be positive. However, if their old patterns persist, staying together might not be the healthiest choice. Eli and Anna's relationship brings up troubling power dynamics that stem from their significant age gap. Eli's controlling tendencies, such as criticizing Anna's clothing choices and his fixation on her past intimate history, creates an uncomfortable atmosphere of judgment and insecurity. Anna often appears hesitant to voice her concerns, which might indicate a lack of confidence or a fear of conflict within the relationship. The difference in their life stages and Eli's dismissive attitude suggests that Anna may feel overwhelmed, struggling to assert her own identity while accommodating his demands. This dynamic is especially troubling as it perpetuates a pattern where Anna's feelings and boundaries are secondary to Eli's preferences. As of January 2025, Eli and Anna are still together. On Olivia Attwood's podcast, Geordie and Olivia seem to not like Anna being with Eli.
That it's really hard when you really like someone. I've been in a situation and you don't like their boyfriend.
Eli and Anna staying together is disappointing, given the controlling tendencies Eli displays on the show. Anna deserves a partner who supports her growth rather than limiting her. Tom T and Lana's relationship dynamic seems skewed by Tom's tendency to rely heavily on Lana for emotional and physical support. Lana often steps into a caretaker role, managing responsibilities and picking up the slack where Tom falls short. His decision to prioritize Biz over helping with the girls' laundry during the show reinforces a perception of complacency, while Lana's efforts to compensate for his lack of initiative reflect her dedication to the relationship. However, this dynamic raises questions about whether Lana's nurturing nature is being taken advantage of, as the relationship appears to lack the shared responsibility that categorizes healthy partnerships. As of January 2025, Tom T and Lana are still together. Tom J and Carly's relationship is overshadowed by a history of infidelity and dismissive behaviour. Tom's inability to acknowledge Carly's concerns or take accountability for his actions perpetuates a cycle of distrust. Carly's decision to stay, despite her visible hurt, suggests a willingness to forgive in hopes of improvement. Their relationship reflects a troubling pattern where Carly's feelings are invalidated, leaving her to bear the emotional burden of unresolved issues. As of January 2025, I am unsure of Tom J and Carly's relationship status during my research. If they're still together, I hope the relationship dynamic has improved significantly. And if they aren't, I'm glad that Carly has left this 8-year relationship. Maria and Victor's dynamic revolves around the tension between Maria's desire for commitment and Victor's reluctance to propose. Victor's focus on a prenup, despite not proposing yet, underscores his hesitation to fully commit. While Maria demonstrates patience, it often feels like she's putting her own needs on hold in hopes that Victor will eventually meet her expectations. This dynamic creates an uneven playing field where Maria invests in a future that Victor may not fully envision. As of January 2025, Maria and Victor are still together. And no, Victor has not proposed yet, and yes, she is still hinting at that ring she wants. Maria deserves clarity about Victor's intentions, and continuing to wait indefinitely for a proposal might lead to further disappointment. Dino's repeated infidelities and a lack of remorse reveal a pattern of disrespect, while Sylvie's decision to stay with him reflects a hope that he'll eventually change. However, Dino's dismissive attitude towards his past actions suggests that he doesn't fully grasp the emotional toll his behavior has taken on Sylvie, and if he does, he doesn't care. Her reliance on his potential for improvement rather than his actual actions creates a dynamic where she continues to tolerate mistreatment in hopes of a better future. As of January 2025, Dino and Sylvie are still together. Sylvie deserves a partner who values her and takes the relationship seriously, rather than staying with someone with a track record of infidelity. Sam and Geordie's relationship is riddled with betrayal, particularly Sam's infidelity with Geordie's friend. While Geordie's willingness to forgive shows her commitment to the relationship, it also highlights a troubling pattern of self-sacrifice. Sam's efforts at redemption, such as promises to improve, seem overshadowed by the magnitude of his actions and the lasting impact they've had on Geordie's sense of trust and security. A few months ago, Sam and Geordie went on Olivia Attwood's podcast, and Geordie shared a story about how Sam lied about going on a night out after the show, claiming he was at work. Geordie didn't seem as though she cared though. She just wanted him not to lie to her because she wouldn't have cared if he was going on a night out.
It was like a good
But
idea.
I told her I was going out for a bit of food and a few drinks. I just didn't want to tell you the extent.
Yeah, I think it's because I probably would have said, well, you're supposed to be working away. And I know for a fact, if you go out tonight, you won't go in work tomorrow.
No.
Like, I know.
This honestly shows that Sam has learnt nothing because lying about going on a night out is such an unnecessary lie. As of January 2025, Sam and Geordie are no longer together, and Geordie now has a new boyfriend. Congrats, Geordie. I'm glad you realised you deserved so much better. Olivia Attwood's Bad Boyfriends is more than just a reality TV show spectacle. It's a harsh spotlight on relationships that lack mutual respect, accountability, and growth. Over the course of the series, we've seen women compromising their self-worth in the hopes of transforming men who, time and time again, fail to rise to the occasion. Whether it's Sapphire juggling the emotional labour of her relationship with Ryan, or Geordie navigating repeated betrayals from Sam, these stories reflect dynamics that many can relate to. Yet they also serve as a powerful reminder. Your value doesn't depend on someone else's validation or willingness to change. What stands out the most is how these couples demonstrate the importance of self-awareness and boundaries. While some women, like Geordie, eventually prioritized their happiness, others, like Maria and Sapphire, seem trapped in a cycle of hope and disappointment. The recurring lesson here is clear. Self-respect is non-negotiable, and settling for less often leads to emotional exhaustion. At its core, this show challenges viewers to reflect on their own relationships. Are you being treated as an equal? Are your feelings validated? Do you feel secure and appreciated? If the answer to any of these questions is no, run. No, but seriously, it might be time to reassess what you're willing to accept. As for the couples themselves, only time will tell if they can break free from their unhealthy patterns or remain stuck in them. But for the viewers, let this serve as a call to action. Value yourself enough to demand the respect and love you deserve, because as we've learned through these stories, staying with the wrong person often does more harm than walking away ever could. Thank you for watching this deep dive, and let me know your thoughts on these couples and what we can take from their experiences. I also want to thank everybody for their support on my first video, which is on the inevitable demise of the Bad Girls Club. I'm so grateful for how well the video has done. My next video will not be reality TV show based. Instead, it will be focusing on the unhinged minds of a fictional show. I'll give you a hint. It stars the gorgeous Naya Rivera and the handsome Corey Monteith. Until next time, like, comment and subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a video of mine. Stay true to yourself and remember that you deserve the best. God bless you all.